The obedient, seditious lunatics launched unwarranted vitriolic attacks on Wole Soyinka because of Wole Soyinka characterization of Ahmed's comments as fascism. Wole Soyinka is the first African to win the Nobel Prize in Literature. He is the author of 69 published works that include plays, novels, short stories, memoirs, poetry collections, essays, films, and translations. Wole Soyinka is the only scholar activist in Nigeria that has suffered and sacrificed so much in the fight against tyranny and oppression, and for his relentless advocacy for justice, rule of law, and responsible government. Wole Soyinka is known for justice, truthfulness, moderation, consistency, generosity, perseverance, humility, patience, courage, and bravery. His writings are magnetic, hypnotic, remarkable, and inspiring. Wole Soyinka is physically imposing and his oratory is powerful. In many ways, he personified the lion. All his life, he has been fighting bravely to protect the marginalized, the poor, the excluded, and the forgotten. He courageously struck to positions he believed were in the best interest of the country and the masses. As a detribalized Nigeria, he was jailed for 24 months by General Yakubu Gowon in 1967 for advocating for Biafrans. He voted for Obi's Labour Party in the recent 2023 presidential election. The same Wole Soyinka, really? Wole Soyinka is the recusant specialist who refused to submit to madmen that have run and ruined Nigeria since independence in 1960. He is unlike most Nigerians of his generation who see self-promotion and self-preservation as their goals in life but fail to discover the liberating power of expendability. He sees his time, talent, and treasures as weapons for the liberation of oppressed Nigerians. He's always fighting on the side of the poor. His crusade for social justice, freedom, and democracy bears witness to his alliance and allegiance. His fraternity and fondness for the poor, his engagement and commitment to the struggle of the poor are not contingent upon his economic benefits. Wole Soyinka is always on the edge of the enemy territory. There is great intensity in his writing and activism. To listen to his withering denunciations and read his acid criticisms of the ruling class is like opening the door of a blast furnace. He chooses a moral course or political side that his critics and adversaries dislike. But who are the obedients? Obedients are seditious lunatics. They are cowards. As cowards, they whimper away out of fear under the guise of convenient escape. They run from the truth. They run from reality. They have no spine, hence they avoid taking a stand and slither from sight. They chasten friends and allies and align with their foes because they fear the truth. They lay all moral character to waste. Being cowards, they are weak. They are only emboldened as bullies, liars, and cheaters. More often than not, the only way to force such unsavory obedience to play by the rules of decency, maturity, and civility is to punch them in the nose every now and then. It is the trademark of obedience to bring insulting scissors, knives, and daggers to political debates and discussions. They are known for many despicable acts of cowardice, but none is more contemptible than character assassination. This is the ad hominem used by obedient to avoid saying or doing what is right or to appease the crowd. Slander is their best weapon. They tried to slander Wole Soyinka. They attempted to disable Wole Soyinka by destroying his credibility and reputation and by discrediting his moral standing and academic and literacy achievements particularly the Nobel Prize for Literature. They foolishly and wrongly argued that Chinwe Achebe should have been awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature. They are mad and sad about Achebe's failure to get the Nobel Prize. There's no popularity contest between the two writers. In the academic and literary world, Achebe was a great writer. Wole Soyinka is a giant. An excerpt from the citation of the Nobel Prize committee described Wole Soyinka as one of the finest poetical playwrights that have written in English. Linguistically, to Soyinka stands out as excellent. He possesses a prolific store of words and expressions which he exploits to the full in witty dialogue. Its satire and protectory, quiet poetry and essays of sparkling vitality. Wole Soyinka writing is full of life and urgency. For all its complexity, it is at the same time energetically coherent. Obedient speed information, they spin information, they present misleading partial facts, they avoid actual context to damage Wole Soyinka to damage Wole Soyinka. Obedience have turned the Labour Party into kangaroo court of insult, false, truth, and harmonious insults to deface and destroy the character of opponents. History will judge the obedience as J. Readed reminds us the future exonerates good men. Wole Soyinka as it spits in the faces of cowards, obedience. The difference is clear. Wole Soyinka is our lion and our joy. Obedience are seditious lunatic, and this is coming from a Bayo Oluwasanmi. Well, I just believe that this Bayo Oluwasanmi, you are writing nonsense. You just say rubbish, or I don't know whether it's coming from your side or you just what people are talking about obedience that you just put there, or you are the one you feel this is what it is, because I don't understand you. People who you say you are insulting people, you just speak. But the ones that are violent, that nobody is even, they are trying to suppress the people who made sure that people did not vote. Those who threatening people and calling a tribe out. No, you are not talking those who are supporting that particular, what is it called, that particular candidate. But those candidates, like I said, they abuse you, they insult you, and they also come physically to get at you, to attack you. But the ones who are using their mouth on social media only, those are the ones that you are bringing out, calling out to suppress, maybe to suppress the agberoism that happened in the southwest, and it has always been happening, and they now include this tribal whatever into it. You are not talking about that one. You are coming to tell us Wole Soyinka this, Wole Soyinka that. Who is contesting with Wole Soyinka? If you come and you talk anyhow, you go chop woto woto. Nigerians are hungry. Nigerians are hungry. That is it. You see now, after election, before election, we were hearing people's life being taken here and there by bandits and Boko Haram. But during the campaign election time, everything ceased. Now, election is over, they started again, and the government is not doing anything. People are crying all over the place. And you expect people not to be bitter. Things are expensive and nobody cares. Nobody is doing anything. To make matter worse, the House of Rep people are coming out to tell you that oh, somebody who has studied medicine, you are going to stay back and spend 5 years before you be giving your license because of the brain drain and all of that. Things, people cannot just get anything. Inflation is at its peak. People salaries, nothing is increasing, and you expect people not to be happy, not to be hungry, and you are calling obedience. Really? You are praising Wole Soyinka. Where was your throughout the campaign? People almost close to 1 or 2 years. People see the election time. We didn't hear from this man because of what happened in 2015, because he supported Buhari wholeheartedly. At the end of the day, everything Yamutu. And I felt that was the reason why I didn't want to even go for anybody, to support anybody. All of a sudden, after election, the man came out and began to yarn up pata. He didn't even dedicate his time more on those who suppress others from voting, but it is obedience. He just quickly come back on. Well, some people have already said that when you want to trend, just talk about just abuse and yaga yaga. you begin to trend. And somebody who you said he has all those qualifications does not even know how to choose his words, and you expect people not to feel that he's supporting, he's on the side of evil. Really? So this is how you praise all people, just like that? So guys, I don't even want to go into what people are saying, but from what this Bayo Oluwasanmi said, let us know what you think in the comment section.